G'day. It's that time of the week again where I have a look at what's happened over the past week with my piano journey. That was week 69. Those of you who looked at last week's review know that I was going to keep going on Arabesque for a week or two. Jane and I have had a discussion in the interim, and we've decided that I've pretty much got what I need to get out of Arabesque. Could keep going with it, but it would be probably another 10 weeks worth of work until I actually got it to a point where it was reasonably at the speed that it was meant to be at, and it was working really well, like at an exam level quality, for example. And it just simply isn't worth spending the time to do that, given I've developed the skills I need to develop, and at this point now it's just really a matter of trying to get it faster and more fluid. So I've got a recording of that. Given I was doing a recording of that, I put together a video on how I go about doing a recording, because I thought some people might be interested in that. And also at the same time, I got another inquiry this week about practice time from Luigi. So I thought I'll put together a video on how I practice, give people an outline of the sort of time and things which is involved in learning particular pieces. So, for example, Arabesque, when I sit down to practice it, I don't spend the half hour practicing Arabesque. It gets, on average, as it turns out, it gets an average of about 8 minutes a practice session, because there are a lot of other things I do while I'm practicing. So that was the sort of the key things, I guess, for this week. I got the performance of Arabesque up, but already, but it won't go up until tomorrow. I've got to put it on today, so it'll probably go out on the YouTube channel tomorrow. The practice time for the week, I did 5 sessions, but the last one of those was really about trying to figure out whether a new piece that Jane was humming and hawing about for me was going to be the right one to move on to today, to replace Arabesque. So it was one that was going to expand on the skill that I developed in Arabesque. Arabesque had a lot of I think Jane calls them scales, but basically it's consecutive fingers going up and going down, and trying to learn to play that with your wrist. And this new piece that we were looking at was going to expand on that and require me to do that across an octave, pivoting on the second finger, and also having to move around, doing that around the octave. And it just turned out that was probably just going to be a little bit too far for me right at this point in the journey. So we're going to save that piece for later, and we've got a new piece that I'll be getting taught today, and we'll come back to that other one later, because I really did quite like it. I thought it was going to be quite a cool piece to play, but just not quite ready for it yet. So all up practice this week, just over 2 hours worth. And we're coming up to week 70. And I'll be starting lesson number 58. So that's about to start in a few minutes.